Jeff.
And I'm Regina.
And today we are recording from McKittrick Canyon in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. And we just finished a 5-mile round trip hike. It was a pretty awesome hike. It's beautiful. We saw a whole range of different types of trees and plants and geography throughout the hike. And we ended up at
Pratt Cabin. Pretty cool, Pratt Cabin. So when you start here at the trailhead, the elevation is 5,013 feet. And then once you get down to Pratt Cabin, it's just so neat to see as you've descended into the canyon, just the building of this home. And it was built 1931 and 1932 in the wintertime. It's built of stone. They gathered the stone from 3 miles out in the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. The reason is the shape of the stone was easier to stack and build and didn't require a lot of manipulation to be able to stack them to make a home. There is some piney wood in the home as well that is used to support the roof, and that came from East Texas. An architect from Houston designed it, and it's in a T shape. There's a bedroom on either end. Each bedroom has a bathroom and a fireplace, and then the kitchen and the living room are in the middle with a fireplace as well, and then a nice front porch with a gorgeous view.
Well, to kind of put things into perspective too, we just walked in about 2.5 miles to get to it, and about 45 miles from the entrance to the park here, there was a sign that said no gas for 145 miles. So 100 years ago, it was even more desolate than it is right now, so I can't imagine packing in the materials to build a house even further back into the canyon than we are now. So that was a pretty monumental feat. We sure are soft these days, I guess.
I would also say the creek running through was so cool. Just the creek that you're walking through the desert, and all of a sudden you hear the trickling of water, and there's a creek, and you can see the riverbeds, and you can see the fossilized rock and the smoothed rock, and it's just a really unique. That's my word of the hike. It's unique.
It's beautiful, especially just your whole surrounding around here is desert, and then there's a spring. There's all sorts of lush vegetation and wildlife and that sort of thing. It's pretty cool.
So highly recommend it.
Yeah.
We could have gone another 1.1 mile past where we stopped at the cabin and went onto the grotto, but we are on our way to Carlsbad Caverns National Park, and we thought adding another 2.2 miles would not be a good thing.
We could have handled it maybe, but the little kids probably wouldn't have enjoyed it so much. And yeah, we're only like 30 miles from Carlsbad Caverns, so you can definitely do them both in 1 day or 2 days.
So we will see you on our next adventure. Here we are again today. So we are at Carlsbad Caverns National Park. This was established in 1930, and we chose to do the natural entrance today. There was no guided tours that were offered, which is fine. We did a self-guided tour, and when we took the natural entrance, you have a choice to do that or to do the elevator. We chose the 75-story 750 feet. Did I get that right?
Yes.
All right. Switchback trail, very steep. To descent down into the canyon. It was epic.
It was epic. Yeah, we've seen some of the glories of God's creation today, underground and above ground. But what's really cool about the Carlsbad Caverns is just the scale of everything. It's massive. We've been to other caves like Luray Caverns in Virginia, and they're really cool. But just Carlsbad is massive. It's so big inside, and when you've been descending down and down and down to down this walkway that's very steep, and you look back up and you can see the entrance far above you, and then you still just keep going down and down. It's so cool. And then you get into the great room, and pictures don't really do it justice, but suffice it to say, we did see the area where the dwarves were mining mithril and where they awoke the Balrog, and we did see the area where Gandalf and the Balrog battled.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. No, but seriously, when you walk down there, it really feels like the mines of Moria in Lord of the Rings. It's very cool. So lots of really neat stalactite, stalagmite pools, and different
soda straws, popcorn, Mirror Lake,
bacon.
Cave bacon, cave popcorn, all sorts of cool stuff. But what I thought was really interesting is when we did Mammoth Cave back in September of 2021, very different type of cave. Mammoth Cave is made from carbonic acid, which is like 98% of the caves that you will find. It will have a river running through it, whereas Carlsbad Caverns is from sulfuric acid. So it's just a very different feel in the caves. So if you've been to Mammoth Cave or Luray or any of these other known ones and you're like, you know what, I've been, I don't need to go. Yes, you do. You do need to go. I highly recommend it. Give yourself a few hours.
Magnificent, yeah. And she learned all that stuff about the sulfuric acid and stuff like that while I was changing a diaper. So, yeah. We'll see you on the next video.
No, today, how many miles did we do total?
Oh, okay, yeah, we did.
We had an epic day.
Between 8 and 9 miles, and the kids, all of the kids did 8 to 9 miles today, so that was pretty awesome.
That was absolutely amazing. So, adventurous day, amazing day. Highly recommend it. Great family trip.
And now we'll see them on the next video.
Now we'll see you in our next adventure. Okay, real quick. We forgot to talk about the bats. So, there was no bats. We came too early.
We did. Carlsbad is known for its bats, and I can't believe we didn't even say anything about it, because every night, I think for about 30 minutes right at sunset, the bats fly out of the cave, and it goes just forever, and it's like a cloud going into the sky. I think it's something like 250,000 bats every night come out of the cave. It's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive, but they start migrating here the end of April, beginning of May, and so since we are here in March, we did not get to see them this time, and we're usually here in the summer, so we usually do get to see them.
Yeah, there's an amphitheater where you can go and watch them come out at night, so if you get the chance to do that, it is super cool.
Highly recommend it.
Probably even cooler than we made it sound.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right.
Bye.